All right, so welcome to Just the Taste, and today we're going to be cooking some coconut curry shrimp served over white rice, so stay tuned. All right, so to start off, the first thing you're going to need for this recipe is sweet onions and sweet peppers. Today I used green pepper, red pepper, orange peppers, and yellow peppers. Then you're also going to need salt, black pepper, crushed red pepper flakes, curry powder, of course, and then you're also going to use some coconut milk and cornstarch so you could thicken your curry at the end. All right, so now go ahead and just follow me over to the stove. So for this part, we slice half an onion and then half of each color of the sweet peppers that we had, and we're going to go ahead and add it to a pot with 3 tablespoons of oil and 1 tablespoon of garlic. Now we're going to go ahead and put this on a medium-high heat, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to saute all of those. And you're just going to want to saute until about the onions start to turn translucent, or you could start seeing through them. What you want to do now is you want to add the curry to the pot. You want to add about a cup of curry to the mix, and then you want to stir it, and the curry powder should start to turn a little brown inside of the pot. And during this time, you have to be very careful that you don't burn it. So it should start to brown, and it may start to stick to the bottom of the pot, and that's okay. It'll come up once you add water or chicken stock to the pot. All right, so once you got the curry cooked, and you'll know because it'll start to smoke a little bit, you're gonna go ahead and add 2 cups of water to the mix, and then you're just gonna want to stir in any curry that was stuck on the bottom of the pot at this point is gonna be able to lift up, so don't worry about it if you did get any stuck to the bottom. So what you saw me add in there was cayenne pepper, and the reason for adding cayenne pepper is that since curry is made up of a mixture of spices to include cayenne, the cayenne pepper is going to give a curry a little bit of a deeper taste. So you want to go ahead and give all of that a stir and let everybody get mixed, and then you want to go ahead and taste it. So when you're making this, it's especially important that the curry tastes exactly how you want it to taste before you add the shrimp, because shrimp cooks so fast that if you try to change the flavor of it after you already added the shrimp, you're going to end up with overcooked shrimp. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in about a stem or two of thyme, and then I'm gonna just give it another stir, making sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pot, and then I'm gonna add 2 more cups of water and then cover it down. So now that it's been covered down and simmering for a little bit, go ahead and taste it and see how much salt you need to add to balance out the taste. And you shouldn't overdo it with salt, but it also shouldn't be extremely bland either. So this is what our cornstarch I was talking about earlier comes into play. So what you're gonna do here, add about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to about a cup and a half of cold water, and then give it a stir, and then pour it slowly into the pot because if you pour it too fast, the cornstarch mixture might clump up. And then just cover it down again, and then you're gonna see that that curry is gonna start to really thicken up. After letting that simmer for about 5 minutes, now we're going to come behind with about a cup and a half of coconut milk and then add 2 teaspoons of sugar. And the sugar is going to really balance out that coconut slash curry taste that we're going for in this dish. Taste how it's going to be curry and it's going to be spicy, but then you're also going to get little hints of coconut milk as well. So now that the curry is basically done, I'm going to go ahead and add some of that hot sauce that I showed you earlier. So if you could get access to it, you could also just add a whole Scotch bonnet pepper to it, or also like goat peppers or any type of pepper that is in that family. Any hot pepper, you could add it to the pot, but I don't really have access to that right now, so I just use the hot pepper sauce to make it spicy. Now, finally, we're going to go ahead and add the shrimp to the pot and then turn it down on the low. And I'm just going to cover it. And that residual heat is just going to bring the shrimp that we bought that was already pre-cooked just up to serving temperature because since it's already cooked shrimp, there's no need to cook it any further. You just basically need to warm it in the sauce and let the sauce get to know the shrimp. So this is the finished product. This dish is actually quite easy to make and it only takes about 20 or 30 minutes to get done. I'm going to drop down below in the comments all of the ingredients that I used. Thanks, and come again next week.